In many cases, the data that is available in event logs is not directly accessible in this format, so we might not directly find these attributes nicely ordered in the event log. Hence, we will have to deal with a number of challenges. The first one is correlation challenge. Since typically information systems do not explicitly generate event logs that refer to business processes, then we might have a correlation issue since the information system does not explicitly record the case ID. Then, through domain knowledge, we need to be able to identify an attribute or a combination of attributes that can serve as case identifier. For example, an order ID, or the combination of order ID and customer ID, or the claim number, or the insurance number, and so on. The second challenge is timestamps. Typically, logging is not a primary activity of an information system. Then information systems may actually log events when they are in idle or when they have a low workload. If that's the case, sometimes we can observe that a sequence of events are actually logged with the same timestamp. There are also cases in which certain type of information is not logged at all, or it is logged manually. And then again, this manual logging of a number of events in bulk may result in all these events having the same timestamp. The problem is worsened when we have those situations where we need to retrieve data coming from different information systems that may have a different time set. So the actual timing do not coincide, or where we have information systems that work in different time zones. In that case, domain knowledge is necessary to be able to reconstruct the proper order of events in the combined event log. So the third challenge is a snapshots challenge. This is the problem related to the duration of the log, so the time frame the log refers to versus the duration of individual cases. If the time frame of the whole log that we have extracted is too short, then we might cut out part of cases. So we might not be able to see the full end-to-end case. So we need to choose the time frame adequately in order to be able to fully capture end-to-end cases. A common practice to avoid the snapshots problem is that of removing incomplete cases, those that are missing the head or the tail. However, in these cases there might be a bias towards short cases if the time frame of the log has not been adequately chosen. Another challenge is that of scoping. It is very common that information that we are after is actually scattered across different logs. Hence, it is important to understand what is the scope of the business process, and we can do that through process identification together with domain experts, because this will allow us to instruct the database administrator about what tables from what systems we need to look into and how to combine the data, how to join together entries coming from different tables. The last challenge is related to granularity. Often, in process mining, we are interested in deriving process knowledge at a conceptual level. However, information systems typically log information rather at a much finer level of granularity. So, for example, in the context of an order-to-cash process, an activity like retrieve product from warehouse would actually be mapped to a number of events in the log, such as work item number 12 assigned, work item number 12 open, purchase order inspected, product retrieved from shelves, product loaded onto truck, and then finally work item 12 closed. So again, in order to overcome this challenge, we need domain expertise to be able to identify the right mapping between a conceptual level process activity and a number of events in the log.